Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and it's the 11th, Sunday 11th of October, and it's time for my weekly update on the progress on my pineapple guavas, which are doing reasonably well on this plant here. Now, to give you some idea of size, I've got a, let me see if I can get this in. Hopefully you can see that's not easy with the sun shining on it. Now this is probably the largest fruit on this plant. Let's see if I can get the sun out of the way. And it's now a little bit bigger than a 2p piece now. Now I'm hoping it's going to double in size and get to an edible size. There's a fair number of fruits on this plant around and about, and the largest ones all seem to be about that size. I did wonder whether I should thin the fruit even more, but to be honest, I think a plant this size could easily support 20 or 30 fruits, and I don't think it's going to make much difference to the size if I remove the ones that are slightly smaller. As you can see, some areas they've got two on a shoot, but as I said, it doesn't seem to be, I'm not convinced that it would make any difference to the size if I remove them. Now, out of interest here, this should be fun, I managed to buy some pineapple guavas from an online seller this week, and to give you some idea of the potential of these fruits, possibly not in this country, that is actually one of the largest ones I've managed to buy. Hopefully you can see that with the sun shining on it properly, but as you can see, that's considerably larger. That's actually the largest one I've ever found in this country, but that's considerably larger than the ones on this plant. It actually looks a bit like a small avocado, it's so big. And I'll compare this with the size on my best plant. This is my variety Triumph, and this one's got far and away the best fruit on it so far. Let's see if I can just manage to focus in on that. To give you some idea of size compared to the one that I've got here. That's the two side by side, so that's virtually half the size, so I'm really pleased with how that one's doing at the moment. Sorry, it's hard to see with the sun shining in a strange way. And do the comparison test with the 2p piece. I've managed to get this out with my hand. You'll see how much bigger the fruit is on this plant compared to the other one. Look, I mean, that's several times bigger than a 2p piece. So I'm really pleased with Triumph. I'm definitely going to get some edible fruits off the plant this year. This one here is not a bad size as well. So it's very hard to see where you're even pointing the camera with this sun shining on the face of the display. So that's Triumph, and the other plant that's I think going to produce an edible size fruit, although not quite as big, is the one over here, which is my Gemini, which I showed you last week. That's still swelling as well. Not a bad size. That seems to be a longer, thinner fruit. That's at least 2 inches long now, so I expect that to get to be an edible size. I think there's one other fruit on this plant that will make it. But that's for anybody that's following my weekly updates to see how long these fruits take to get to an edible size here in the UK. I'm expecting end of November most of them to reach ripeness, but we'll wait and see. So thank you everybody for watching. Appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, obviously. Share the video with anyone you think might be interested. If you can subscribe to my channel, I'd appreciate it. And obviously if you do, remember to hit the bell. You'll get updates on new videos as they come out, which will include the weekly updates on my pineapple guavas, should you be interested in trying to grow them. I'll catch up with you all in the next video. Brett out for now.